introduction of Dryopithecus. So, what is Dryopithecus? In short, Dryopithecus were a name given to fossils discovered of forest-dwelling hominid. The discovery of Dryopithecus. It was first discovered in a brick quarry outside of Saint-Gardin, Haut-Garonne in France in 1856 by Fontaine. Particular remains have also been discovered across Europe in areas such as Spain and France. These discoveries were categorized under Dryopithecus as Dryopithecus fontani, Artiani, Brancioli, Latianus, and Cofostoni. What does Dryopithecus mean? The name Dryopithecus was given by Lartet after the initial discovery. The name loosely translates to the ape of the oak forest in two parts. Dryros sounds like drus, referring to oak trees, and pteros, meaning ape. I would like to point out that these names were deemed suitable according to Lartet and don't necessarily translate over to English very well. The time range. Upon examination of the fossils, the time range was approximately 9.5 to 10 million years, which would have placed Dryopithecus in the middle to upper European Miocene period. Features of Dryopithecus. According to Dr. Begun, the Dryopithecus was most likely not consuming abrasive food or foods that required a lot of pressure. From the jaw and teeth, and consumed mainly leaves and light, easy-to-chew greens. Features such as thin tooth enamel, large and narrow incisors, and small canines are indicative of this diet, according to Begun. Another feature of the Dryopithecus that is distinctive to its size is the frontal sinuses in relation to the rest of its body. Dryopithecus shares many other similarities with other hominoids, such as great apes and humans, which leads us to our next section, the place of Dryopithecus in the bushy tree. So, the original conclusion of where Dryopithecus sits within the bushy tree was broad. He believed that Dryopithecus were ancestors to great apes or great apes and humans. This theory has continued through to today, but the honest answer is that many individuals believe that humans and great apes are ancestors, but the exact relation is still unclear as illustrated on the slide. You can see that there are two parts where Dryopithecus are labeled there, so we are unsure of where they come into play within the bushy tree. Controversies. One of the major controversies I discovered concerning Dryopithecus was the allocation of fossils to Dryopithecus that were later found to not be. This occurred during the 1930s and 1970s, where bunching of fossils were allocated to later found to be incorrect. This was common of the times and discoveries. Another disagreement among experts is the question of knuckle walking or not. Articles have been published on both sides of the argument, presenting strong answers for both sides of the question, referencing that the bone structure is not indicative of the other genus that were knuckle walking at the time. Another notable issue surrounding Dryopithecus was lack of anatomical representation for the first century after its discovery. There are very few fossils discovered during this time, and most of them were fragmented, either bone pieces, either skull pieces, or pieces of teeth. So, the significance. With any discovery, new or old, a fossil that has been claimed to be an ancestor of humans comes possible significance to the human race, as many of us are interested in where we came from. Because this was an early discovery in fossil hominid lineage, there will always be significance to Dryopithecus, but along with it comes mistakes and disagreements as listed previously. Here are my references.